Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I have a super simple but super adorable little card today that we're going to work on, and here it is. Here's the finished one. The papers that I used, all of the cardstock is, as always, Recollections, but the pattern paper I got from a Hobby Lobby stack called I Believe in Santa, and it's up here. So I got this year because we just got a Hobby Lobby. Woohoo! Loving Hobby Lobby, loving having one. Nice to be, when people get stuff, to be able to just run over and be like, oh, I got that. I can go get that. So we're doing a traditional A2 size card. So we're going to go ahead and make our line at 4 1/4. The traditional, whoops, got a little overzealous with my stylus there. That's all right. I like the stylus. I think it gives it a better fold. You just have to be a little bit more delicate than me, not be like a bull in a china shop and indent into your paper, but it looks fine, no problems. So this card is in the Silhouette online store. It's by Lori Whitlock, one of my favorite designers. I have tons and tons and tons of her designs. Now I thought I got all the little holes out. Most of them came out on my mat, but there are a few stragglers. So I'm just using my little hook tool. Or some people call it like a dentist's pick or hygienist pick or something like that. So I'm just using that to knock out the rest of them. So the way that I do this card is we're going to pop it up. So you want to have your Merry Christmas kind of in the middle, because you don't want it to show. You want it to show in the middle, but you don't want it to show on the poked out holes. You just want it to show where the Christmas tree is. And this card's really cool. I can think of all kinds of other things that you could do besides a Christmas tree. And that's the cool thing about the Silhouette, is once you have, like, I don't have to go through and put all those dots in a row. I can just delete the tree out of the middle and go ahead and put in a shape that I want and make it into any kind of card that I want. So I could do like a flower for just thinking of you or something like that. So I've got that centered in the middle, and then we're gonna go to, my favorite part, the pop dots. So on the other one, I kind of just did them like this, and you're not gonna believe what happens next. I'm conserving pop dots. I cut one in half, can you believe it? I bet you are all shocked. I bet jaws are on the floor. Okay, time to pick your jaws up off the floor. We got to keep going with this card, and if you don't soon, you're going to miss it because it's super, super duper fast. All right, so we get the pop dot backings off. And there's actually one thing I forgot to do on the other card, so we'll do that together on this card and that card. All right, these are being a little testy. Just a little. Luckily not a lot. A lot would be bad. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just get that centered on, and we want to make sure that we don't have any of the pattern paper showing through any of our dots, which we don't. Then we're just going to go give that a good push down, and voila, the front of our card. Cool, huh? Okay, now the inside just is super easy. Inside, we are going to take a white mat, and the mat for this is going to end up being 5 3/8 across by 4 1/8 down. So I like, on my stuff, I like to have 1/8 of an inch. That's just how I like it to look. I like to be able to see the background of the cardstock in the back, which, hence the word background. Saying the same word a couple times. Don't know why I'm doing that. All right, and then we're just going to go ahead and get this centered in here to our best ability. Now a tip, in case you're new to my videos, I learned this from YouTube somewhere. In case I had put this down and I wanted to take it back up, all you do is you stick your spatula under a corner and work it up a little bit. And that way you don't get those bends in the paper as you're lifting it up. I saw that on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't remember where, I don't remember who, but I saw that and I just thought that was the neatest little trick, and it's worked. I've had to do it where I've actually stuck something down and I needed to get it up and I didn't want to waste it. And that really, really worked. And I was so impressed, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell my crazy cat video viewers that they can do this and save paper. Okay, so we're basically, both cards are the same right here, but what I forgot to do is when you cut this out, you get the inset of the tree on your mat. Why would you throw this away? You can use it for something. I thought, how cute would it be just to stick it right in here? So that's what we're gonna do on both cards. Once we go ahead and look, I think that's actually the front. Okay, so once we've got the front decided, go ahead and just run some ATG down there. It's on the inside, so it's not like it's gonna see as much action as the front of the card. So we're gonna go ahead, and now that we've got this, just make sure your little limbs are in. And what I'm doing to make sure that it's straight is I am just putting it on a line down here in the wording. So hopefully you have some wording on your project you can do. And how cute is that? How super cute, how super simple, crazy. Now in the file she does include the A2 size card that you can cut out with your silhouette, but I find it just as easy and just as quick, not having to worry about paper and all that stuff, just to cut the A2 size myself. So a lot of times, even though it's included and it's nice to have, I just go ahead and do that myself. So again, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna make sure our little limb is in there, and I've got the word Christmas right there, so we're gonna put that down nice and straight. So we have 2 Christmas cards, and that's the most I like to make the same. I don't like to send the same card to everybody. I like to send a card that's a little different. So it's good I'm getting started now. As you know from my earlier videos, I refused to do it before November 1st. I had to wait. I don't mind Christmas in July, that's okay. But when it gets to like the fall, I wanna make sure it's November 1st before I'm really doing Christmas stuff or winter stuff. So give the turkey a chance. So I still have more fall cards and stuff coming, but I thought we were gonna jump on our Christmas crafts, and this is a great, great one. So to find out everything else I used, go over to my blog at www.crazycatladycraft.blogspot.com. I'll also include the design ID for this in the Silhouette online store. But this, just to let you know, this is easily duplicated in the Cricut. All you have to do is find the shape. So if you had like elegant edges, find a simple Christmas tree on there, and I'm sure it comes in one of the basic sets, has just a Christmas tree. Just put it in. You're going to weld it. Is that how it is? Weld? Yes, I think it's weld. And then you'll get your Christmas tree cut out. Now, if you wanted to, you could take a, what do they call those? A hole punch and go around and do the circles, or you could leave it without the circles. You don't have to have the circles. So it's something really easy that you can even do on the Cricut. So you don't have to have a silhouette to do this. You could do this with a Sizzix die. If you had 2 dies, I know like the Top Note die from Stampin' Up! Looks very similar to this. Some of the Tim Holtz dies look similar to this. So if you have a Christmas tree die and one of those dies, simple, simple, easy peasy. So you don't have to have a silhouette. But if you do have a silhouette and you want the design ID, head on over to my blog. And just so you know, for those of you, if there are any, I see a lot on Facebook that are on the fence about getting a Cameo, you can download the software for free and play around in it. Don't be intimidated. How I figured stuff out was just playing with it. So you don't want to do it when you're on a deadline, or you have to do something, or have to do this, or have to do that, and you have to have it in now. You want to just have time to go in and hit buttons and see what happens with stuff. That's what I did, and that's how I learned. So if you are interested in the Cameo at all, go download the software. It's free, and you can try it out and see what you think. So again, thank you for stopping by today. And as always, happy crafting.